Well, folks, I don't know what's really going on, but for the moment being, we're going to go on ahead and try and press on. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get my partner and co-host, the heavy metal hippie Sierra, back. So, for right now, it's just going to be poor little old me, the monster in the monster among marks, trying to get y'all through this Smackdown Live. Now, to be honest, the way that the way that Randy Orton has been coming on lately, as I said, has been one of my favorite versions of Randy Orton. The heel, the absolute sadist that is Randy Orton, that is his best characteristic. It really is. And to have him back on the roster and doing what he does best to Jeff Hardy has, for me, been one of the best parts about SmackDown Live. Now, we get him talking about his attacks on Jeff Hardy and basically saying that he's destroyed Jeff Hardy, that he's erased the Enigma. And truth be told, I really kind of think that having it be like that, having it be Randy Orton saying that he erased the Enigma and that he did a damn good job with the erasing the face paint, that's really been a big part of why I like Randy Orton's current feud with Jeff Hardy. Let's see here, because I've switched to a different, because I was going to go with cage side seats for my results, but I've gone to Up Rocks because it is very results oriented, and we don't have anything else other than that up. So, or rather, just kind of the plain, on the nose, no frills, no anything else. We have again Randy Orton saying he'd become so violent people would change the channel. First match of the night, we have Becky Lynch and Charlotte versus Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, the Iconics. And I'm gonna keep saying it like that because there's two fucking I's right there in their name. It's Iconic. And I don't really, I mean, I think that their current shtick of being the kind of Mean Girls sort of oh, hang on, we got a call. We may have my tag team partner back. I hope so. Got her back. Hang on. Let's get you back on the let's get you back in the show here, because I had to do a little bit of maneuvering. I don't have a setting for this yet, but boop, boop.
I don't want to be there anymore.
You're back. You're back. Don't worry about it. My partner in crime, the heavy metal hippie, we have you back on the show. Thank you.
Thank God.
Yep. And I was just talking about how it was Charlotte and Becky Lynch versus Peyton Royce and Billie Kay of the Iconics. There's two fucking I's in their name. I'm going to keep saying Iconic.
Well, so, first of all, I thought this match, I personally love seeing the women's matches.
Oh, yeah.
Especially on SmackDown because they are so talented. Mm-hmm. My issue is, so a lot of people are upset that Charlotte was added to the triple threat.
I'm not.
Myself included. But
yeah,
I think for the triple threat, Carmella is going to retain, which is going to cause Becky to turn heel on Charlotte. They'll go into a feud, or Becky will go into a one-on-one with Carmella, win it off of her, and then eventually face Charlotte.
I feel like that's not going to be the case, and here's what's going to happen, because as the monster among marks, I am granted certain powers of clairvoyancy, and I can see how stupid the WWE writing staff is, and they will do the absolute obvious thing here, and that is they're going to have Charlotte pin Becky to win it. That's going to start the rivalry between Charlotte and Becky's going to be the heel.
No, I don't want that. But that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, no, I'm on board with you, not in the least hoping to see that kind of thing. But oh crap, hang on. I'm also currently trying to watch and try and see what because I went on back and I turned on my phone, and it turns out we are on a unlisted 2-mark crew logoed work. I ain't having that. So we get to start that all over again. So we're going to go public. Cancel. No, I want to go forward. And I don't like the okay.
Just hijack their YouTube channel.
No, I hijacked their logo.
Oh, oops.
Because I'm terrible at things. I'm terrible at life. That's why we get this. But we are currently on, as I said, the YouTube channel, and we have now gone live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Be that currently or in the future. I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things. I'm Robert the Monster Among Marks Drapp. This to my right is my good friend and the heavy metal hippie, Sierra. I am super glad to be back on the beats. I really am.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Jesus. We're going to be going over Smackdown Live from last night, which was August 7th, 2018. Coming to us from Tampa Bay, Florida, I believe. I know they were in Florida because they were talking about, I think it was like, I saw a Jacksonville Jaguars sign in the crowd. It was like, Jacksonville Jags Super Bowl champs 2019. I'm like, no, I'm not about that. I don't do a lot of foosball, but I don't care about them. So
I do. My team flag is proudly displayed out of frame as to not get any backlash from anybody.
I mean, I could go put on my team hat, but I won't do it because it doesn't look as good as this one. Does not look as good as this one. Starting off the show, and really one of the best pieces of work so far in the recent past has been Randy Orton's sadistic return to being the Viper. And this is the Randy Orton that I came up with, the one that I love. I absolutely get a lot of joy out of seeing him absolutely wrecking Jeff Hardy. It's not so much that I hate Jeff Hardy. God knows we all love him. But it's because Jeff, in getting into this thing with Randy Orton, where he washed off the face paint, erasing the enigma. oh my Jeebus, that was great. It was like, please, give me all of that and more, please. But
I'm just happy that we finally got the heel turn that we've been asking for.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he did the awkward heel turn, but maybe he was a face with the Wyatt family and thereafter. And then he started to do a little bit of a heel thing with Daniel Bryan when he came back, but then he got injured. So for him to come back as this amazing, sadistic, badass, violent character is so great to see.
Yeah.
And you heard the pop that he got, even though he came back as the sadistic, badass heel. The pop he got.
Oh yeah, especially with his new catchphrase, you will know me as the, you can know me as the apex predator, you can know me as the Viper, but you should know me as the 3 most dangerous letters on Smackdown Live. Everybody chanted RKO. It works. It's great.
It's pretty good.
Because everybody
And
was already chanting RKO every time he came out anyway, so...
It's a lot better than the out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm like, you should see it coming. You should absolutely see it coming and be powerless to do anything about it. But, all right. Then we go from that to, and I'm going to skip through here because my notes are from Uprocks. And they are saying Charlotte and Becky Lynch versus the Iconics, because they have 2 eyes in their name. I'm gonna pronounce them both.
Okay, so WWE had the idea, they had the means to do it because they were the Iconics duo. 2 eyes meaning duo. They had it, execution was lacking though, but they've made bank on their merch.
I would be completely okay if it was like one big eye split down the middle, or it looked like, you can see that it's one eye. And their backs together kind of split it, and you could see the gap between their backs. That would be fine for me, because visually, yeah, it's showing that they're together and that there's 2 of them, and even on each side of the eye, you can kind of color code it the way that they already do. But having it form a single eye works better, because it's like, okay, this is one word. They're the Iconics, not 2 letters, 1 letter, and they're together, and it's kind of a double play. I'm very okay with that. But
I mean, it could also be that somebody else has that trademarked. You can trademark or whatever. Copyright, whatever.
I think it might be Ubisoft, because they have no idea what the word iconic means. But anyway, this match, again, I don't hate a lot of the women's matches the way that I do on Raw, because a lot of the women's matches on Raw haven't been all that great, with the exception of 2 people, and that's Ronda Rousey and Asuka.
So, hold on. But speaking of the Raws women matches, golf clap to Becky and Charlotte comparing themselves to the Boston Hug Express. Who do you think we are? Becky and Sasha.
I mean,
Becky, Bayley. Fuck.
Here's the problem that I have with the whole thing. Well, there's 2 problems I had with Sasha Banks and Bayley, just jumping back into this. This week, we got the return of Ruby Riott, which was great. I loved it.
Ruby.
She's great. And this whole thing, just a dead stop from, we were going to actually start the feud that we've been threatening to start since a couple of years ago, to now we're good buddies and we're tag team partners without ever having had... If they would have had a match, like one match, one-on-one, going, just gung-ho, balls out, let's do this, and having that be the blow-off for that feud, and maybe having it come to a no contest, or maybe having it come to one or the other, eking out a bare victory. And
what are they doing for SummerSlam?
What are those two doing for SummerSlam?
Are they doing a tag match for SummerSlam? Or
I-
are they announced for SummerSlam?
I haven't heard anything for it, but I guarantee you it's probably going to be on the pre-show. That's what they tend to do.
The only thing I'm okay with is that we had been asking for the Sasha Bailey feud for so long, but WWE waited to pull the trigger on it so long that people actually stopped caring.
Oh yeah, I know. I have no
So
fucks to give
I
about that
think
show.
If WWE is alert enough to know that, then props on them for pulling back and building up the storyline even more to the point where we'll care about it again.
That's going to be hard, but I'll give them a chance. Fast forwarding to the end of this match, because again, I was busy trying to work on the show here, and my computer being a shit. The end of this match came, and I watched this. This was really good. Charlotte tags herself in, gets on Peyton on Peyton Royce, and gets the figure 8. Beautifully executed, wonderful work. Thumbs up.
But in the background, you see Becky just kind of laying there in the corner, and I don't want to say the spark's been planted, but it almost looks like Becky did look a little bitter that Sasha got the pin, like Corey was saying.
Well, the whole thing of Becky and Charlotte is going to be the obvious thing, and I know we stated it earlier before everybody could see this. That is that I feel there's two possible outcomes. You said there was 3, and I'm like there's 2. There's the obvious that with Charlotte and Becky turning in on each other, Carmella will capitalize and retain. That's one. The other one is Charlotte, being ever the opportunist, never lets an opportunity slip through her fingers, will inexorably hit Becky with a big boot, put her in the figure 4 because Carmella can't do anything. She's been completely thrashed. And this leads to Becky Lynch tapping out, Charlotte becoming the women's champion, and them starting a rivalry away from Carmella. And that's good. Because this storyline is more interesting, and I don't personally care about Carmella anymore.
I see where you're going with that.
How do
Yours will probably be the more obvious for WWE, and then
Yeah.
it still hold strong to either. I think they made this a triple threat so Carmella could retain. That way, Becky finally fed up with the fact that when the time comes, she can't get the job done.
Oh yeah,
Turns
no.
on Charlotte. They have their feud, and then comes for Carmella and finally gets that frickin' belt.
Oh yeah, no. It'll be better pathos for when she does manage to get there. Forgive me for just a moment. It seems that we're having a bit of fun technical issues now.
Woo!
I know. Aren't I so lucky to try and get this stuff done? And it's like being a pain in the ass. Oh, we've got the 2 Mark crew in the house. Yay! Hey guys, what's up?
Hi.
Yep. Let's see. I don't think I can change this.
What?
Well, I'm trying to change it to where we get a little bit of a little bit of a kind of a buffer for ourselves, so that way we can actually stream properly. And it's not really super good, but that's just me. Maybe it's gonna get better if I do a little bit of work on that. But let's keep going, just for the sake of trying to continue this train wreck. What was next? I don't remember.
Was R-Truth before this, or was
Oh,
R-Truth after AJ?
I don't care, but our truth.
But we have
Our
R-Truth.
truth is the greatest thing ever. I love our truth.
Oh,
Thank God for
people
our
that
truth
do
coming
not-
back.
The people that don't appreciate R-Truth and then Ty Dillinger together.
Like,
Oh,
Ty's being the
that's-
straight man, and that's the best part about it. It's like he is trying legitimately to be the good guy, to try to rein in.
I'm gonna pin Carmella.
What the fuck?
Oh,
like-
R-Truth.
Jesus, our truth. Thank you for coming back and being the wacky, crazy comedy relief. I absolutely love it. Never change yourself. But and let's talk about his match with Shinsuke Nakamura, or at the end of the promo, because he's talking to Shinsuke. Shinsuke starts speaking in Japanese, and he's like, "Why I never?" And Ty's like, "I don't speak Japanese." What did he say?
And it's been a couple years since I've studied it, but what he said actually wasn't that bad.
Oh no, I didn't imagine it would be.
I think he said something about his face. I heard face in there.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. But having our truth go, I can't repeat that in public, was great. Love it. Thank you. God bless you, our truth, for being wacky. You are the right wacky for this show. And then his match with Shinsuke Nakamura was damn good. It's like he comes out there with his normal shtick of the rapping, and it's okay.
So I wouldn't say it was a good match. I think it was a comedic match. All in all, it wasn't a great match, but
no, I mean, in the sense of great in this word, in this context for me is not so much that he put together like a 5-star Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa at New Orleans kind of match. He put together a great match that fit his character, which is why I'm like, that's a great match, because you're still storytelling in the ring. You're still doing something in the ring that fits with the facade and the kind of character you're trying to portray, and I love it. But,
I agree. In that sense, this was a great match. This was an entertaining match.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, we already knew how this was going to end just before it even started. We got Shinsuke Nakamura hitting the Kinshasa on R-Truth for the pinfall. There was no way R-Truth was ever going to win this match. He had absolutely friggin' no chance. And I just got a DM from the 2 Mark Crew saying I need to change my logo. I know I need to change it. But guess what? I'm an idiot.
Let's stay off the DM while we're...
I'm sorry. He just didn't want to put it in the chat, so what was I supposed to do? Anyway.
But we did skip over the AJ Styles segment in lieu of our idol of penis, our truth.
God. And then AJ Styles' promo was pretty damn good. But can you answer me this question? What the fuck happened to Samoa Joe that he had a black eye?
TBH, I have fallen asleep with the exception of this week, I have fallen asleep the last 2 weeks of wrestling. So if it happened while I was asleep, I didn't see it.
He did. Well, I could imagine there was something in a live show, like he didn't quite. It wasn't intentional. It just happened. Because, hey, this is real. We have accidents that can occur on the job. That being said...
like Bruce tailbone at a live show or something like that.
Really? We'll have to... Ouch. I'm sure my husband is mad that he missed out on seeing Finn Balor's ass with a big bruise on it.
It's on his Twitter.
I'm going to lose my husband to Twitter for an hour. God damn it.
No, but this promo by AJ, give AJ a mic and it's guaranteed to be an A. This was an A promo. A plus. Phenomenal one. Best promo in WWE to date.
I will completely agree with you because this was a response to last week in which Samoa Joe came out and he cut a promo basically saying that while yes, AJ Styles is one of the best in the world and that he's a phenomenal wrestler and he's really great in the ring, he's a terrible father because he's always on the road, never with his family, that kind of deal. It's like, okay, Samoa Joe by himself is great. Putting him with AJ Styles has been the Mark's dream. So
they had no time to build this up, really. And for them to have built this up as much as they already have, I mean, the rebuttal this week from AJ saying, you know, that as parents, everyone had to make a sacrifice, and that his wife, as much as he loves and cherishes her, she's basically a single mother, and that, you know, Joe and AJ have known each other for 16 plus years. They've thrown away friendship and all of that.
Yeah, to throw away friendship and all that, and to talk about the past like that, to bring up the fact that they know each other so well, has been something else. You know, it's like you added that layer. You're bringing in stuff that they don't normally like to talk about, and I love it. Because you're acknowledging that WWE isn't the only promotion in the world, and that's good. Acknowledge the other people in your field, even if you are better than them. But again, he tore down the house with that promo. It was absolutely amazing.
But I think what really set this over was at the end of all of this, Joe was in the back laughing.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely on paper inside the head of the WWE champion, and I would love, personally, I think this is what the belt needs, and this is how I predict it will go. First, we're gonna have Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. They will probably come on last. It'll be, you know, the main event. Because, I'm sorry, no, it'll be Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar for the main event.
WWE is trying to put that Universal title higher than the
WWE Championship, which is
and
stupid.
It's Brock and Roman, who are their guaranteed main eventers.
Yeah, I mean,
remember, like 2 pay-per-views ago, Roman main evented that pay-per-view, and it was not an important match.
Oh yeah, no, that was the Samoa.
Wasn't that him and Lashley?
Yeah, him and Lashley versus Lashley. No, it wasn't that he main evented with Lashley. He main evented at Backlash against Samoa Joe, and everybody left. That was the one where everybody was leaving.
Wasn't that Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank was somebody else. Main eventing.
No, you're right. It's Backlash.
Yeah. So either way.
Because he got backlash for it. Got it.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. I didn't want to do it. I was trying to hold.
I will be your master of puns or whatever that was.
I was trying not to be punny, just because I didn't think it would work very well.
I will always go for it. Now, whether or not it's a good one or not good one, we can have a running tally.
Well, I mean, the key to having a good pun is accepting that no pun is truly good, is truly great, rather. Anyway, I don't have my notes anymore. I have lost them in the.
There were technically 2 more matches after this.
Yeah.
The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Jobber team.
The 3-man Jobber team that got wrecked.
All I remember was a bright white beard.
One of them looked square up like fucking Santino Marella. And I'm like...
He is doing stuff, but not in the WWE anymore.
I know. It was like, Wait, no, that looks like a round Santino Morello. What the hell's up, dude? Maybe you got jacked. I'm okay with that. Let's do this. And apparently the other one, because I didn't really pay attention, I didn't really care, looked like Bo Dallas.
Over.
Yeah, it's like this was a squash match. This was an absolute.
Raw Tag Team Champions just got demolished by the Bludgeon Brothers.
You know what? It wouldn't be the
uncle with a white beard.
It would not be the first time. What are you doing? If you need some things, you can walk normally, you know. The husband is like creeping slide sideways. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, it's the Pink Panther.
I know. Speaking of panthers, I don't have my cat anywhere near me, thankfully.
Okay, because we don't need me to go into one of those weird tangents where I yell a random word.
I mean, maybe.
So, but the Bludgeon Brothers, thankfully I can't actually see you.
Yeah, that's right. You can't see me. I'm John Cena.
Oh, God. So, no, we had the squash match against the Bludgeon Brothers, which squash, I'm not going to rate that. And then, because that's all the Bludgeon Brothers have done since they basically won. They're treating the Bludgeon Brothers like they treated the Ascension in NXT during their tag team title reign, and I can't get a freaking belt on the Ascension. I said that really fast.
Yes, you did. That's okay.
But the main event was the New Day in the Bar,
which was a wonderful match. I loved it. I got a note here from the husband. You can't see it. It says, "Puns are love, puns are life. Fight me." That's why I married him.
He can stay.
Yeah, that's why I married him. Anyway, again, this match coming on, and no, there was a women's match on before this, if I recall correctly. I don't remember who it was, but I feel like there was a women's match on before the main event.
Was there?
Who else would there be?
Exactly.
And I mean, I
didn't do anything.
I can't look away because I have.
Oh, Lana and Zelina.
Oh yeah, that's right, Lana and Zelina Vega. What's up, my?
Zelina Vega.
Yep. Hang on. Gotta welcome one of my biggest supporters, my greatest friends, Will from Peace Loving Guns. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Good to see you. And yeah, the whole thing with Aiden English and Rusev Day being broken up like this is complete horseshit. I don't think it should happen because he built Rusev Day. He basically built a gimmick that nobody liked into something amazing.
Aiden English is literally the embodiment of me at work.
Yeah, no, it's like he's trying.
Touch something, it crumbles.
Oh yeah, no. I'm on board with that. I'm okay with that. For me, it's very much in the same vein that I know what they're doing. They're going to rip Aiden English away from Rusev and Lana, and that is a bad move. I feel like that is. It's like you shouldn't be doing this. You should not be putting together a program where a vital part of your appeal is gone. Because
he gets popped just by clearing his throat. How much over can you get?
I think that may be the problem, though, and it's been demonstrated in the past. If you get yourself over on your own before they tell you can be over, you will be squashed.
Rusev is a prime example.
Oh yeah, and speaking of somebody who's been tangentially related to Rusev recently, look at fucking Jinder. Oh my God. He's gone from bottom of the card with Rusev to top because they wanted him to be WWE champion for whatever political reasons you may believe, which I do. Back to being an absolute horrendously bad joke.
Can I just get the other Singh brother back?
No, he's never coming back.
Singh brothers, put him on 205 Live.
I mean, we could do that, or we could actually have funny shows. So,
speaking of which, I am not clairvoyant like you. I just have hopes and dreams like a poor WWE fan that I am.
Yes.
But the cruiserweight match at SummerSlam will steal the show, and if you put it on the pre-show, I will riot.
Get your pitchforks ready. I've got the clairvoyancy to say that's what's going to happen.
Mom, I'm going to New York, and I'm going to burn down the Barclays Center.
I mean, you could wait a day. Just, before...
I'll make sure the wrestlers aren't in there.
Well, that and I would like to not see the Barclays Center burnt down before... NXT gets a chance to do TakeOver.
That's the day before.
I know.
That's Saturday.
Yeah, because you'd have to go out there.
Also, I don't think NXT will be in the Barclays Center.
I don't know. I actually have to be honest, with the finances that I have currently, and we have 4 viewers, which I want to welcome each and every one of you guys. The finances haven't been there, so that I don't have WWE Network currently, but then again, I will find a way, and I'm sure you will probably assist me, to do my job here.
I got it.
I appreciate it. Because we are tag team partners, the Monsters in the Mosh Pit. I'm still working on getting the intro to play before we actually go on. That's going to be a fun thing. Next, we have Selena Vega versus Lana. This was actually a very good match to display how far Lana has come as a character and a wrestler, because I never really cared for her in the best of times, but this match was pretty good. It wasn't great by any stretch, but it was pretty good, and she carried her own weight. She did her own spots. She had good chemistry with Vega. So
she's trying. That's all that I really care, is that she's trying.
Yeah, we don't have another Eva Marie situation.
Well, she is still a little sloppy in the ring. That finish was a little rough when she came down and then had to reposition herself. She did not help Zelina pull her away from the ropes.
I think
that's a constant issue.
Yeah, and I really kind of have to also put big props to both Aiden English and Andrade, because they both knew that spot was coming. They knew that bump was going to happen. And they made it as safe as they possibly could. I don't think he got anywhere near her. He actually hit the ropes off to her left, and it was great. It's like, okay, we protected her because she's not really super advanced in the ring. Good. Let's, keep going. This match ends with Selena Vega getting the pinfall victory. 1, 2, 3. We get Aiden English getting glared at by Rusev, getting blamed for the thing. And I feel like this whole thing is so badly written that it should be comical, but it pisses me off too much to be funny. I mean,
I just don't like seeing Aiden English look like a kicked puppy.
Well, that and both cases, both times, the person that caused their significant other to lose should have backed up Aiden on this. Like, no, I was getting my ass kicked. He came out to help me, and he helped me. He saved me. But they're not doing that.
He got in the way. He cost me the match. It doesn't matter that he tried to, or, he came out to help Rusev that time, and because he helped Rusev, they got knocked into the girls, and other times he's gone to help and he's messed things up. He's definitely trying to do it out of the purest intentions of his heart.
Yeah.
The execution and the delivery needs some work, but it's there.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cinnamon roll. We're not gonna be mad. Oh God, if I start talking about cinnamon rolls, I have to talk about Stephen Colbert finally meeting Joe Manganiello on
we don't have time for that.
Late Show, and it was great. If you guys get a chance, go check out that YouTube clip. It was great. Anyway, main event. The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro versus Big E and Kofi Kingston of the New Day. Let's be honest about Kofi's coming out during the interview in that fucking blonde wig and blue suit. It was great. I loved it. That was hilarious.
What can't these guys do? It's literally going to be one of those things where they're going to run an entire Smackdown one day.
It's like, I would love to have that as, like, okay, we've got Paige being out and Shane can't make it. The New Day are interim GMs for the whole night. Let's just do it. They've already had their own announce table, the pancake announce table.
Can't. I'm not as bad as Corey on this, but it's getting out of hand.
I mean, they are walking, talking merch adverts. They really are. I mean, I can't help it, but hang on, I gotta fix a thing here because I just noticed on the camera that my face was a little fuzzy, and I ain't having that. But anyway, we fixed it. So, say again.
I know that's not what you meant, but I was just like, well, don't you have a beard? Isn't your face supposed to be a little fuzzy? Never said I'd be good at the jokes.
That's okay. Be terrible. We are fine with that. Peace, loving guns. Why is the show called the Two Mark Crew? It actually isn't. I'm sorry to say we are not affiliated with that show at all in any way, shape, or form anymore for reasons that don't need to be explained. But long story short, I fucked up because I had their logo doing some work for them and didn't put it right before starting the show. That was on me. That was my fault. So we're okay with that. Anyway, this match going 20 minutes on the main event was glorious. It was like, even at the end, even towards the
Excuse me. I don't have a stop sign, but gimmick infringement.
I mean, I have a sign. It says "Screw Last Call," and I hold it up, but you can't see that. So.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Nope. I can throw up the bat signal.
I mean,
do a lot of rattling.
Well, I mean, you could go the whole Drew Gulak thing and just get the sign, the poster board on the stick.
No. I did not like that angle for Drew Gulak at all. I am so happy that Drake Maverick lit a fire under his ass. We will talk more about that during 205 Live, though.
Again, yet further demonstration that I need to do my job better. Anyway, this match, like I said, was full of really great wrestling. Even though I was still working on my computer, I had more focus on the TV than my job, which is why I'm in the position I am currently with the thumbnail. Because, hey, 90% is still a fucking A, but this was more important. Anyway.
No, it is announced, the Bar and the New Day are going to be facing each other. And we knew this was going to end up being like a battle, potentially another all-out war, like we saw in Raw.
Yep.
Because, these two teams always, without fail, put on the highest quality pay-per-view caliber matches that steal the show at pretty much any event throughout the year. They got a 20-plus minute match on TV, which is very hard to do now.
Oh, yeah.
So many storylines. They went back and forth so many times it was nearly impossible to say who was going to win. There were so many near falls, so many times you're like, well, it really looks like they're going to do this. And speaking of, just when you thought the Bar was going to have the match won, the New Day comes out with the tandem offense of Kofi and Big E, and actually Kofi ends up pinning Cesaro to get that win. I'm sorry, I just went over that entire match, but it was beautiful.
That is okay. Highlight for me was actually two highlights towards the end. One, Cesaro got the Cesaro swing on Big E. Holy shit.
It wasn't very long, but he got it.
He did get there. That's the important part. It doesn't matter how long it was there. He got there. Number two, Big E being in the submission for almost a goddamn year, being transitioned from the sharpshooter to a crossface, and then gets put up, and this is how it ended. Kofi hits the midnight hour with Big E on Cesaro. It's like, wow, good.
And this, kids, is tag team wrestling done right. It can be beautiful, and there was so much going on in that match. And I believe that this match will end up becoming a potential match of the year candidate.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely stole the show and stuck out in my mind to the point where I am waiting to get my chance to go back and rewatch it again, because it's like, okay, I want to watch this another time because it was that good. To hell with the rest of the show, really. The rest of the show was unimportant, but this was a match I want to see.
As long as I get one quality moment out of these shows, and I got 3 or 4 of them tonight, this is a great show. I mean, there were 2 A+ segments, in my opinion. I'm always going to give 3 because R-Truth automatically gets an A+.
Oh yeah, R-Truth gets there. He gets like an A- for me. It's like, this was very, very good and very, very funny, but it didn't stand on the same level quite as much as the AJ Styles segment and the tag team match.
Yeah, but I still think Truth gets the moment of the night with that Carmella line.
Oh yeah, no, that was great. That was hilarious. Let's see. Final thoughts. This was a solid 4.5 out of 5. This was not a perfect show, but by all means, keep putting these out, especially with Raw basically being a 3-hour ad to fall the fuck asleep. I'll take this every day of the week.
Fabulous episode this week.
Yep. I
don't know about you, though. I have to get going and watch the 205 Live and some NXT here soon.
Yes, we do.
You might want to try.
Yep. I was actually about to say thank you all for watching. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share all those wonderful things down below. Hit the bell for the notifications. We will not continue doing this every week on this channel, but for a while we're gonna get in